This video is going to be for a seated cable row. Now, I'm obviously working out of the home gym here, so my equipment is combined to be multifunctional as best it can. So that being said, I don't have a seated cable row machine. I have this. So I'm going to be sitting on the floor here. If you're working out in a commercial gym, you're probably going to have a seated row machine. So don't look for the cable to be sitting on the floor like I am. It'll be on an elevated platform with a foot stand at the front of it. There's a multitude of ways and grips you can use on this. I'm going to show you guys a neutral grip first, which is this vertical kind of A-frame shaped handle. And then I'll show you a pronated position in a supinated both with a different handle here. So I have my weight set already. I'm going to take a seat with my feet up against this bar here. That's going to kind of hold me in place and keep me from sliding forward. I'm going to grab my handle. I'm going to lean back. Now again, I can't really slide on the floor here without my pants falling off. So normally whenever you guys get on that machine, you're going to be up closer than I am. You're going to be able to push yourself back on that upholstered pad. We just can't do that here. Seated cable row. Slight bend in my knees, right? Holding that tension against my, just keep me from falling forward though. So I'm staying nice and upright to start here. And you can lean forward just a little bit, but what we don't want to create here is like a rowboat where we're leaning and pulling way forward, way back here. Mostly upright posture. Maybe I let my shoulders stretch forward just a little bit. And just like all of our rows, just like all of our pull downs, shoulder blades, follow with the elbows. I'm pulling straight back. Stretch it back out, shoulder blades, elbows straight back. And again, we combine that kind of into one fluid movement. And each time I do this, I'm focusing on pinching my shoulder blades together and pulling my elbows, it's centered here, back behind me. Just like my pull down, I don't want to think about pulling this with my hands because it could turn into a row or a bicep dominant movement. I'm thinking about pulling with my elbows. So elbows are forward, elbows are back. And you guys can see that I'm not leaning forward a lot. I'm not leaning way back each time I come through. So that's seated row with that neutral handle. We'll swap that out just to give you guys a demonstration with a different grip. We use my long hair pull-up bar here. So that neutral handle is going to allow you guys to target a little bit more of your lats, of these muscles through here, and the mid-traps down through the center of your back. When I throw this bar on, what I do with my hands is turn from this to this, and we're going a little bit wider. This is going to be still lats, but a little bit more upper back as well. So these muscles up through here that help open your shoulders up. So my feet, same position as before. This handle's a little bit farther away from me, so don't pay attention to my positioning here as I get set up on this. So I'm getting back in my good centered position. I have my nice wide grip. And just like the neutral handle though, driving my elbows straight back behind me and pulling that bar kind of right below my sternum at the base of my rib cage. And as I do this, I can already feel those muscles kind of in the upper side of my back lighting up because of this overhand grip. So that's a pronated grip, or palms down. Hook out of my toes for a second. You can do the same thing underhand, right? So this would be more of a supinated grip. This is going to go back to a little bit more lats and a little bit more biceps because, again, it looks just like a bicep curl as I come in here. Elbows straight back, chest out, stretch it out. Elbows back, chest out, stretch it out. So there's your supinated. There's your pronated, and then we already showed you guys the neutral handle over there. Those are three variations of a seated cable row.